Hi, this is Gary Kayye. We are actually live physically at an InfoComm show. The first time in 3 years, really, that we have a big show here at InfoComm 2022 in Las Vegas. We're in the brand new West Hall, One of the brands that's here in the brand new West Hall is Nureva, one of my favorite brands. Everyone kind of knows that by now. Nureva.com. I'm here with Rob Abbott, VP of Products. Rob, how are you?
Yeah, great. Good to see you in person, Gary.
I know, and a great day. I missed ISE for obvious reasons. We're going to take you on a booth tour. That's what we're going to do. We're going to take you on a booth tour. So, first off, obviously here we're showing what? What are we showing? Everything that you do, right?
Yeah. I thought I'd start kind of big picture. So, if you're not familiar with Nureva, simple way to think about us: we have a full line of integrated microphone speaker bars that cover spaces from 5.5 meters all the way up to 9 by 15 meters or 30 by 50 feet, seeing we're here in the Las Vegas. And our value proposition is very simple. We have a system that you can mount on a wall. It auto-calibrates. It gives you full room pickup, and you don't need to tune or tweak or calibrate.
Basically, it's a mic array. It's an array of microphones. So this is a good example. This is the HDL 200, right? This is for small, medium-sized rooms, for lack of a better way of saying it. And all the systems have virtual mics in there. So this has got a bunch of mics that are pointing different directions, right? And then you're doing some AI and some magic, right, to make it where it's like you're placing a bunch of virtual mics in a room, right?
That's right. We filled the room with virtual microphones, and we're able to pick the strongest sound source and do positional-based gain control to give you a great full room pickup without the need for kind of cumbersome mic deployments. So that's what we are in a nutshell. Very simple kind of value proposition. And an area we've really been focusing, in addition to our hardware and microphone mist, is Nureva Console. So this is a system that allows you to do management, monitoring, and increasingly analytics. So as an IT manager, you can tell how your rooms are being used. And I wanted to show you something.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's
something
look at
new.
it's right over here. This is Console right here. This is the new interface too, right?
Yeah, it is,
I'm
and it's
come on this side if you let her shoot that.
Yeah, great. So yeah, we've been continually evolving Console, and as you can see here, as an IT manager, you have this really simple dashboard where you can look at your total number of rooms, get a sense of the health of those rooms, and you can dive into, you have a room that has a warning. Let me dive in and see what the problem is. But what's new here at InfoComm, and if you zoom in, you can see we're now starting to show third-party devices in our console interface. So this is a first for us, and it really is a strong signal of our direction to work closely with third-party cameras. So you can see here in this Toronto boardroom, there's a dual HDL 300 and 2 AVR cameras. And so we can tell you the health of those AVR cameras in addition to our system. And so
that's the latest update in Console. I just wrote about it. Yeah. And so are you certifying the cameras? Do they have to go through a certification process, or are you just recognizing them through USB?
Yeah, to start, it's recognizing through USB, but it's the beginning of working more closely. How can we do tighter integration? How can they start to consume some of the data that's in microphone mist? Yeah. How can we start to consume some of the data that they
could do some spatial audio with some smarts there. This is the HDL 300, by the way. This is the one that I have in my classrooms at UNC. We just bought about 30 of them. Something like 30 or maybe 35 of them at UNC. This is the one that you can put 2 together and do a larger room. So that allows you to do the HDL 300 dual, allows you to do a larger room. I think the room that we're doing it in is about 45, 50 feet wide. Yeah. All right, so that's Console. We're going to flip around the other side of this little circle here, and we're going to do a live audio demo, right? And that we're going to
try it. Yeah, we're going to try it. So
over here, we're going to do it. Come on around here. We're going to do a live demo.
So this is how we do this here. So
there we go.
So yeah,
she's live in Canada.
Yeah, she's in our one of our boardrooms in Calgary, Alberta, in Canada, and this is one of the things we've become known for. We do live team and Zoom calls right here on the show floor, and let the trade show gods be as they may, and try to give people a really good sense.
Trade show internet.
Yeah, trade show internet to be more specific. And what we're doing here at the show is using directional speakers. We typically use headsets, but given COVID and everything else, we thought it best.
They look kind of like the cone of silence from Get Smart.
Yeah, I know. You just aged yourself there, and me by laughing.
All right, I want to hear this.
This room is 26 feet long and 18 feet wide. The HDL 300 is on the wall here to my left, and it's filling this room with Nureva's patented microphone mist technology. Thousands of virtual microphones are working together to make sure that no matter where I am, you can hear me clearly. And thanks to Nureva's position-based gain control, it doesn't matter where I am in the room. I sound virtually the same. The system is also continually auto-calibrating. Not only does it calibrate itself when you first plug it in, but it's also continually adjusting to the circumstances in your room. So if you have layout changes or several people join the meeting, no one has to be worried about the settings. The system just adapts to the circumstances on the fly.
One thing to notice about this room, yeah, and one thing to notice about this room, hard surfaces. There's not very many soft surfaces in here. These are all hard surfaces. This is glass on 2 walls, hard surface here, not much soft goods here, so that was a really good demo. All right. And I noticed a couple of things there. She's walking around the room. She sounds the same. And then also, I don't know whose camera you have there, but it's kind of trying to follow her around the room as well, right?
Yeah, we'll fix that. That should be keep it on a fixed zoom probably for this demo. So, but yeah, exactly. This is just showing you in a real-world room, a room that is highly reverberant. It has glass walls, a big, boardroom table. That she can walk around the room, have no dead spots, really consistent pickup of her voice in a real-world environment.
You also have a feature inside there that allows you to have a sweet spot, for lack of a better term, where if you're presenting it always in the same spot, that it really kind of focuses in that one area, especially for classroom applications.
Yeah, great call out. Yeah, so it's called active zone control. Yeah, and so what we do there is we actually turn off certain microphones and say, don't listen to sound sources that are coming from those virtual microphones. Focus on the sound sources within a defined zone that the IT manager or the instructor can set. And that's absolutely an area we're going to keep focusing on. That's becoming increasingly important, especially for education environments like the one you're in.
Yep. Okay. All right. So last thing is XT. So XT was launched right before ISE, actually at the beginning of the year, and it's a kit, right? I mean, it's basically a kit that includes the HDL 300, the camera, the CV30 camera, which is your own USB camera, which we'll talk about in a second. Has some smarts. The key thing here is this USB hub right here, because that's the hard thing. Is when you put more devices in a room, getting a USB hub that's not only affordable but one that works is a thing. And then obviously you've got your connection module to the computer. Talk about the camera first off.
Yeah, absolutely. So this is an EPTZ camera, 4K. And one of the things we did here that's unique is that we narrowed the field of view to 84 degrees. Mm-hmm. And the reason we did that is we really wanted to, not take what was a huddle room camera that's typically, say, 120 degree field of view. Yeah. We really wanted it to be something that could be mounted on the wall, kind of near where the HDL 300 might be, but really simple. Just put it on the wall and you're ready to go. Point it towards the front of room, where the instructor is likely to be, and then have the optical capability to be able to show either the whole room, the whole front of room, narrow in on maybe a writing surface or an interactive whiteboard, and then when the instructor is speaking, give the remote student that nice, good sense of having a real conversation and focusing on the instructor's face.
Right. So this is a whole kit. Now I got a question for you because I know this is going to come up. I want to put 2 cameras in a room. Can I do that with this kit by just adding a second camera using the hub? And is the system smart enough to allow me to do that?
Yes, yeah, you can do 2 cameras. And again, you touched on the core value of this is we want to make sure that instructor, teacher has a single USB cable that manages the audio and video.
Good. All right, so if you want to see all this, go to nureva.com, Nureva.com. You can type in Nureva in the video search window because we're going to shoot videos on all these products here as well. Here at the InfoComm 2022 show. This was our first tour of the day. Not everything perfect here. We got to work out some bugs with our system, and you got to work out some bugs with your system. But the demo was good with her. Here, this is what we should have seen. Look at, turn this around. The camera shouldn't have moved here, and she was walking around that room when she was doing the demo, and you were hearing the same level of audio. If you're here at the show, of course, come by and check it out. But even if you're not at the show, if you'll talk to Nureva, Nureva.com, they'll do a demo like this live for you and your clients at the same time. Rob, thanks for coming. Thanks for joining me. Thanks for doing this tour. And congratulations on the XT.
Yeah, thanks a lot. Good to see you, Gary.
Yeah, good to see you. Check everything out, raypubs.com/InfoComm 2022.